Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you have a high debt to income ratio, and I mean that your debt to income ratio is over 55%, and you have multiple inquiries on the credit file, and you also may not have the best credit score, I'm going to show you the best places that you should be looking to possibly guarantee you a personal loan. Now, the first one is universal credit. Now, why universal credit? Here's the thing about it with universal credit, okay? One, they look at a 560 credit score, okay? That's right. They'll work with you if you have a 560 credit score. Number two, their loans go from 1,000 up to 50. Number three, they do a soft pull on your credit. So they actually let you know what you qualify for before you actually accept the loan. All right. So that's the thing about it with universal credit. They're one of the higher lenders. And for those of you that may be like independent contractors, 1099s, I also have a resource for you. But this is also a good resource for you as well. So because most of the time it's not documents. You don't need no documents. All you need is stated income. However, they do verify your banking information. So you do have to have direct deposit going on. So you have to have activity. All right. Now, the minimum income that you should, when applying to this type of a lender, they usually want you to have at least $1,000 to $1,500. Okay, but the minimum is about $1,000. Is Avant loans. Okay, and I always talk about Avant loans because again, they're another lender that works with you when your debt to income ratio is over that 55%. They work with you when your debt to income ratio is up to 70%. Also, with universal credit, they work with you when your debt to income ratio is up to 70. Okay. Now, again, these are soft pull accounts that I'm showing you. So that way you can actually see if you qualify without worrying about a hard inquiry, okay? Now, here's the thing about it with Avant. I know for sure you definitely want to have an income of about 12 more a month, all right? But if you apply for this, it's definitely not going to affect your credit because you can actually do a pre-approval. Now, all of these lenders that I'm talking about, they actually will work with you, all right? For those of you that are entrepreneurs and independent contractors, then you can also check out Giggle Finance. Now, the only thing about Giggle Finance, because they only give loans up to 5, okay? But if you are an independent contractor, like driving for Uber, Lyft, DoorDash or something like that, or you're a construction worker doing your own thing or something like that, 1099 worker, then this place would definitely work with you. As a matter of fact, you can see here, it says no credit requirements, all right? So this is definitely a good place to look at getting a loan. And again, like I said, because there's no credit requirement, they're looking at your deposits, your bank deposit. So if you are doing, like I said, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, delivering food or whatever, I would definitely tell you you're leaving money on the table by not actually structuring yourself as a real business, okay? Because there's a lot of lenders out there that will overlook your personal credit and give you larger amounts if you can actually show real business bank statements, all right? Now, for those of you that don't know how to structure your business and you want to actually become a legitimate business, this is the best time because if you set your business up right now, then come January 1st, your business will actually be 1 year old, right? And so that means that like a lot of financial institutions, like your major banks, they usually want you, in order to get a loan now, they usually want you to have anywhere from 18 months to 24 months, all right, in business. All right, so this here will definitely help you leverage yourself. And if you need help with that, you can click the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one consultation. Like I said, get your company set up now so that you can stop leaving money on the table. And like I said, even with challenging credit, but if your business has revenue, there are lenders out there that would actually give you funding. All right. Now, that being said, another place you want to go to that don't trip off the personal credit, they just look at the income and stuff like that, your disposable income, long as, again, have an income of about $1,000 or more a month income, all right? IndyLand. All right. Now it's a platform, and as you can see here, it goes from 200 up to 5,000. So if you need some real quick money right away, this is definitely a place you want to take a look at. I'll put a link for them down below as well as some of these others. But this is definitely one of those places you want to go to, especially if you need a quick loan. All right. Now, here's another lender that we want to talk about, and it's Uprova. Okay, now Uprova, they offer loans as well. And so with Uprova, their loans, as you can see here, goes from 300 up to 5,000. Now the difference between IndyLand and Uprova is that as you make your payments back to Uprova, they'll actually report it to the credit bureaus to help you rebuild your credit. But here, down here, I want to show you so you can understand. We're checking my rate of an Uprova personal loan affect your credit. Checking your rate of a tribal fixed installment loan will not affect your credit. So with Uprova, they are a tribal lender. And I've told you guys in other videos, when it comes to tribal lenders, it's like you go to the casino and you lose your money, then they take that money and they reloan it out to you. Okay, now as you can see here, however, if you proceed with the loan after receiving estimated rate, your credit score may be affected. All right, but you can actually do a soft pull to see if you qualify. Now we're going to switch gears because this is something I want to help you guys with. Here's a credit union, and I've been really talking about this credit union because many of you will go to Credit Karma. And on Credit Karma, it will give you your TransUnion Vantage score. Now, your TransUnion Vantage score may tell you it's higher than your FICO score. So, like if your Vantage score may say that you have a 680, 700 credit score, right? Now, that does not reflect on your FICO score. So they may tell you, hey, go ahead and apply for that credit card, right? But when you apply for that credit card, it may use a FICO score, so maybe a Capital One or a Chase card. But the thing about it, because you applied with Chase, they use a FICO score and not a Vantage score. You may get denied, right? However, here's an institution that will actually look at that 680, 700 Vantage score and approve you. Okay, now this is BCU, Baxter Credit Union. All right, they look at Vantage score 3. Okay, and the good thing about them, they're very flexible when you join. The way you join is through their Life Money U program. It's an organization, costs about $5, but they'll waive that $5 for you. But the main point about it is they offer the personal loans as well. Okay, so being able to take advantage of those Vantage scores is what we need to do now for some of us that may have challenging credit. All right, look at that credit score. Now, if you want to know what is like your FICO 9 score or why it is even important, or how can you even build up that score, your Vantage score. Your Vantage score, you're going to add utilities. You're going to add subscriptions, right? And I always tell you, you're going to add rent payments as well as authorized users, which we do offer, and we actually tell you which authorized user you should be adding on to boost up your credit score. Not only will the authorized user boost up your FICO 9, but it also helps the Vantage score. Now with the banks, please understand that like with Chase Bank, Capital One, American Express, those institutions, they may not calculate that authorized user. Okay, so just keep that in mind, right? Now, the next Vantage scoring lender is Veridian, a Veridian Credit Union. All right. Now, this is not geo-restricted as well. So anybody can join them. Anybody can apply for their business cards as well as their personal credit card. All right. Now, they use a Vantage TransUnion score as well. Okay. And they're very easy to work with. Now, here's the thing about it. They use a TransUnion. And as you can see right here, when they're looking to help you, you have to unfreeze your TransUnion report because that's the only credit bureau that they actually pull from. So you would pull from your Vantage 3. Okay. Now, for those of you that may have questions about more business credit funding, personal credit funding, or just removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. And like I said, you should start setting up your company. If you're an independent contractor, a 1099 worker, you should start setting up your company now, because by January 1st, it'll actually be 1 year old. And aging of the company does help when it comes to loan. With lines of credit and stuff and credit cards, most of them, they would just give it to you off the bat. Most of the time with a line of credit, many institutions want you to have been with them for at least 6 to 9 months for the line of credit. But again, if you have any other questions, click the link in the description. Thank you.